Teacher talking sports with those would do how we live in. The NBA's Western Conference is seen as the better conference amongst the two in the NBA. I mean, especially due to injuries from Tyrese Halliburton and Jason Tatum. But when it comes to the best players in the NBA's Western Conference, really shouldn't be much of a debate for who should be considered the top two. Nikola Jokic has won 3 of the last 5 MVPs and finished runner-up the other 2 years. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the reigning MVP and Finals MVP. Now, after that, many people's next tier would probably have Stephen Curry, Luka Doncic, and Anthony Edwards on it. But which of the 3 would be considered the better player heading into 2025-26? I tend to believe most people would probably say Luka, but this writer here for NBA.com, Sean Powell, does something different, and we'll look at the whole list, but I want to mainly focus on that before looking at the whole list. Really between number 3 and 4. So, Sean Powell ranks the top 10 players in the West. So first, he's got the Joker. No surprise there for sure. Number 2, he's got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Also not a surprise. Maybe some people would switch the order. I personally wouldn't due to, Joker being considered a top 2 player for a little bit longer than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has. So, but it is close. So, coming in at third is the young gun, Anthony Edwards, who just turned 24 years old 2 days ago. Let me accept these cookies. He's in third, and in fourth is Luka Doncic, Curry's fifth. Curry's, more than a decade older than both of them. As I mentioned, Edwards is 24, Luka is 26, and Curry is 37. But so it may surprise some people to see Edwards ahead of Doncic, and that's even more true because when this offseason, Luka's been talked about quite frequently, especially of late, due to the body transformation that found him gracing the cover of Men's Health. So, that has people speculating how a more in-shape Doncic could perform. But even the heavier version of Doncic was seen as a transcendent player. While he fell short of the 65-game minimum last season to receive All-NBA odds, he was on the first team the previous 5 years, won a scoring title, finished in the top 6 MVP voting 4 times, helped guide the Mavericks to the finals in 2024. Meanwhile, Edwards finished 7th in MVP twice. That's the last 2 seasons. Made the All-NBA second team twice, and is hopeful to lead the Timberwolves to their first ever NBA Finals. So, while Doncic has accumulated more accolades, albeit with 2 additional years in the league, it was Edwards' Wolves that eliminated Doncic's Lakers in the opening round of the playoffs last season. LA entered the series as favorites, but it wasn't particularly close, with Minnesota disposing of them in 5 games. Even though Doncic averaged 30.2 points, it wasn't his greatest series. Frequent turnovers, just didn't make the impact he normally does, and a 5-game series wasn't relatively close. Now, it was the year before that Luka Mavericks did beat Edwards Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals, and Doncic played much better. But I really want to know your thoughts on who you think is the better player. So let's go through the rest of the list really quick. Stephen Curry, 5. Anthony Davis, 6. Interesting. Kevin Durant, 7. Okay. New Houston Rocket. Kawhi Leonard, 8. LeBron James, 9. Victor Wembanyama, 10. What do you notice about the middle of that list? Guys, what is it? 5 through 9 are all at least 32 years old. The youngest is Anthony Davis, who is 32. Curry older, Durant older, Kawhi older, LeBron certainly older. Personally, I don't think I would put all those guys over Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama entering his third season, way younger. He is 21 years old. He'll turn 22 on January 4th. Honestly, I would have him over AD. I'd probably have him over LeBron for next season. And Kawhi, I would have him over Kawhi. And Durant, that's a questionable one, but yeah, where would you rank Victor Wembanyama amongst the Western Conference best players? Was anyone's absence notable? A Jalen Williams, I don't know, Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson. Do you think anyone else deserved a lot of consideration for the top 10? Interesting list. I can't say I fully agree with it. Me personally, I think I would have to put Luka for now over Edwards. But, we'll see if that's still the case at the end of the season. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.